Hello, everybody. My name is Russ Jones. I am the host of the ADHD Big Brother podcast, and I am an ADHD coach, and I run the ADHD Big Brother community, which is community coaching. It's getting your ADHD coaching through a community, and I wanted to talk about one aspect of that, which is daily accountability. And this is something that I believe strongly in, and I will talk your face off about. I'm actually going to be doing a workshop on it, TBD. But I brain farted. But man, I really brain farted. Stay with me, guys. It was daily accountability is what I want to talk about. I have a lot of it to get off my chest in between the brain farts. But it's kind of a big deal. You know, I coach ADHD and I see this all the time, especially in myself in my 20s and 30s. Accountability to ourselves is really freaking hard. And you might notice, like those of you guys that go to therapy, those of you guys that have ADHD coaches, that you will have these appointments and you will get epiphanies and you'll get ideas and you'll be like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then a week goes by and you do none of the work. That was me in my 20s. That was me in my 30s. I still struggle with that to this day. However, I now have this tool of daily accountability that works like you wouldn't believe. The missing component of ADHD coaching is daily accountability. A lot of people want this to be a mindset thing. Like if you could just wrap your head around it, you won't need the support. And I had a conversation with one of our members the other day where we were talking about how, you know, when you're in a group program or when you're dealing with a coach, you have the support behind you. And then when you go home and you go to do this stuff on your own, there's no support behind you. It is such a valuable component specifically for ADHDers. It was helpful for everybody, but it is the most engaged space in our community. And I wanted to just talk to you about how it works and why it works. How it works is very simple. And being a part of this community doesn't require anything more than 5 minutes of your time if that's where you're at. It is declaring in this daily accountability space, what is the thing that you want to accomplish today? That shitty thing. Is it doing your laundry? Is it turning in that report? What is the thing that you would so easily blow off, that you would so easily forget, that you'd put it off, and you write that into the community and you say, I'm going to do this today. And you get support from people just by virtue of them reading it, just by virtue of you declaring to a group of people, I'm planning on doing this thing. And we gamify it by creating day streaks. And you also get to feel the feeling of, man, that sucks. All that bullshit talk that we have in our heads about, oh, you'll never do this. Oh, you failed again. You can't even do a community right. Blah, blah, blah. All those things, you get to feel that and then keep showing up and say, I feel like shit. I feel I'm on day one again. I'll give you an example for myself. I posted day one 7 days in a row. I'm an ADHD coach. I know all the tools. I bet you know all the tools. I had a very, very hard time kicking back into my workout regimen after a depressive episode. Very difficult. So I showed up every day. Day one, I'm going to do this. Day one, I'm going to do this. And then you keep that dialogue going with everybody. Day one, I didn't do it. I think it was because I was so depressed still. Or I think it was because of this. Okay, what could you do next time? Okay, what can we try tomorrow? We're in service of the doing and moving our needles forward. And this is possible in a community. And it's very fucking hard when you're trying to do this alone at home and you have no support system in place. So I know this is a ramble, but daily accountability is a really big deal. And in our community, all it requires is that you show up and make a declaration of something that you want to get done. How hard is that to do? It's not very hard. And yet it can be very hard. So let's talk about how could this work for you, okay? I know that I'm always advocating, hey, join my community. It's worth it. It's cheaper than coaching. I get it. Yeah, I'm biased and I am trying to make a living, so I am going to promote myself, suckers. But how could you do this on your own? You could find somebody in your camp, whether it's a family member or a spouse or a friend or a colleague, whatever, somebody that's not going to tell you to just do it, and someone that is not going to judge you. Like, I've seen you do this before. You just gotta suck it up and do it. People that understand what it's like to struggle with very basic things sometimes because of our executive function issues, because motivation, if it doesn't have an element of interest to it, is very difficult. Find somebody like that and declare things to each other and check in on each other. Did you get it done? Did you not get it done? It's that in and of itself will help you get to your goals so much faster than trying to carry that torch. I can do it on my own. I'm a grown-ass adult. I should be able to do this stuff. It's the culture out there on accomplishing things and goals is very normie-centric. It's very neurotypical, and you got to just suck it up and wake it up. You know what? You know who isn't up at 4 a.m.? It's them, the losers. It's that culture of go hard or go home. It's very difficult for a person with ADHD. I advocate for half-assing, because half-assing, it's better than whole-assing to prevent no-assing. It feels like you want to get something done, half-ass it. And, spoiler alert, secret, our half-ass is most likely a whole ass to a normie. So take that for what it is. If you have any questions about this stuff, I'm here. I'm around. This is my purpose. So you could go to ADHDBigBrother.com. You could go to the contact form. You could reach me there. You can check out the community. There's a lot of public events happening there. You go, the link will be in the show notes to check out the community. It's just super worth it. And I'm also doing a thing right now, if you're listening to this in December of 2024, where you can get 10 days of the community for $10. And it'll automatically unsubscribe you. I hate that shit, where it automatically then joins you into the thing full price. And it ain't going to happen. You just try it for 10 days for $10 and suck up all the resources. See what kind of support is happening in there. This is not a group hug community. That's intrinsic. That always happens. The emotional support happens. This is for the doing. If you need to get shit done and you have ADHD and you're struggling, this community was built for that. So check it out and reach out if you have questions. And that's my little spiel on daily accountability. Bing!